was good. I tried to change it back to my old way, and it just did not. Very unfortunate. Good morning. It is February 12th, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Coming to you live. Bitcoin very healthy at $49,761, which is a new high. We're about to delete the fibs we've been trading for 10 weeks. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? So, yeah. I'm a little distracted. I don't know if you guys can hear that jazz music. I think you probably can, actually, the way I've got this set up now. But for some reason, my regular music loop wasn't working. So hopefully that's not too loud. Good morning. Welcome. I don't even know what to say. $49,757 at the time of filming this video. We knew we were going to get some bullish moves. We were positive the whole time when everyone said 33K was coming. See that? We just deleted the fibs we've been trading for the last 10, 11 weeks. 10, 11 weeks we've been trading those fibs, and we just knocked those out of there. I'm going to knock this little, get this little resistance box out of there. That's gone too. These are the monthly candles I'm looking at right now. So again, I just want to draw attention to how major these lines were and why I thought this, right? So major lines of resistance from previous bull runs on the monthly chart. So zoom out, look at the bigger picture. This is where bigger money is trading. They don't want to look at the chart every day. So very clear what they've done here, and very clear at the start of last year they did the same thing and pushed the price up to back to $27,000. There was the real first move from 15 to 27. Happened really fast and left a lot of people in the dust waiting for 10K, 12K. But we DCA'd, we stayed vigilant, and now you can see we've gotten past the next resistance, which was the bull run high from 2017, 2018. Right, and also the breakout point for 2020. So, major lines. But what happened there? We broke out, we've retested, and we've moved on. And now I have my fibs still pulled from the top to the bottom of the bear trend in 2022. And you can see we've now reclaimed the 78.6% fib retracement at $48,667, which we smoked this morning. But we knew that as soon as we broke that 43,800 level, this is what we talked about. And maybe I shouldn't have deleted that stuff yet. So that's what we talked about was 43,800 being that weekly resistance that we face for 9-10 weeks. And I knew as soon as that popped, it was going up again. So we stacked our long into the retest. We stacked the long into the retest, and boom, this thing smoked through these resistances. Now got through the 78.6% fib of the 2022 bear trend, and we are off to the races. Now, I won't say off to the races because this is a very heavy resistance area here itself. So if we zoom out on the weekly, we can see that this was a very heavy trade area in here too. So it was resistance before climbing back to 69K. So what was this top here? It was actually $51,800. So $51,800 before taking a trip back to $39,000. Now, the chances of us doing that again or a similar move are a lot slimmer this time based on these ETFs and the people that are accumulating this now. So we're getting a small taste of this. So even though the GBTC fund sold 120,000 Bitcoin, and I believe they sold a few more thousand this morning, this thing just continued to go up. And I said to everybody, oh, buy the rumor, sell the news. But it was buy the rumor, buy the news, right? If you had been buying this whole time down here, there's no reason to be shorting or selling anything, right? Because there's so much more room to go. And here we are making that happen now. So that was that resistance, $43,800. And as soon as that popped, it just kept going. And I thought it was going to take a little break in between these fibs here, but it just decided to go. So, when we zoom out, what do we see that happened was it made a play. It broke out of the 61.8% fib at these apexes of these major trend lines. It hit the 78.6, retested the 61.8. So even if we don't want to use trend lines, because some people don't like trend lines, and even I don't sometimes, but these longer term ones I think are fairly relevant, as you can see. And tested the 61.8 perfectly, hit it perfectly on the 78.6, traded the whole range, and here we go, clearing this, and now I'm looking for closes above this. And we knew this was coming. This is why we stacked along. And I actually pulled a bunch of profit last night when it hit 48.8K. That was a major target for people, so I pulled a bunch of profit, and it came back down to 48, 47, 8, something like that. I actually got a bunch more in, so I'm still feeling good. This has been one of my best trades in a while, because I didn't really trade much last year. I traded the beginning of the year and all this good stuff here, but just getting back into the trading since we got over here. So yeah, it's looking good. But what's going on in the market? I know there's bombs dropping in places, and war has really not been affecting the market too much. So what's going on? Ethereum now, oh geez, Bitcoin's at 16% for the week though, so no, not quite beating us yet. Ethereum. Market looks good. Just getting up into the fear side again of things. Maybe that music was too loud. Yeah. Too loud. Is it too loud? I don't know. No one's chatting. There's people here. There's no one chatting. People here and no one chatting. I know Jared's waiting to get in here and have some conversation this morning on this. So let's see if I can get them back here. What did I do? Do. I wrecked the last one. I don't know if the music's going. I hope there's music going. I can't hear it anymore. Damn. I don't know why I can't keep the music going in here lately. That's all right. We'll keep rocking. We're going to keep rocking. Getting a little distracted here. I don't think I sent anything out this morning. But that's all right. Bitcoin is good. Bitcoin is pumping. Things are still good. I'm going to let this music down here. Pretty sure you guys can hear that, so I'm going to let that run for a sec. Pumping. Still 49,843. Live. I should have called this the live Bitcoin to. Oh, I guess I did say that. Bitcoin to 50K. The 50K watch party. 50K. Yeah. All right. Okay, close that. Alrighty. Let's see what's going on in the crypto news. Crypto news desk. What's going on there? The crypto news desk. 49,404. We already topped that. Bitcoin tops 49K as spot ETF inflows accelerate. So that means these suckers are accumulating even more. GPTC liquidating 1.6 billion worth of GPTC holdings could weigh on the ETF inflows. No, I don't think so, because they've sold a lot more than that in the last month. So wouldn't be too worried about their outflows. They are decreasing in volume, absolutely. So I wouldn't be too worried about that. Bitcoin ETFs could propel BTC prices to 112K this year, CryptoQuant says. Ooh. 112K this year. Wouldn't that be something? Now, I did think that there was a situation or a scenario where we do see the all-time high before the halving now, based on speculation. So if we can get through this resistance, this little bit of resistance. So if I bet you we can play these as a fibby fib now, something like no, that's not a fib. How do we want to set this up here? Let's do it like this. We could probably start playing these fibs somewhere in here. I mean, I don't know. We could test it out. This one's a little higher. Stretch that out. All right. So, yeah. I mean, 50K's got to break too. Oh, geez, it is pumping. 988 here. So 49.98. This is the Bitcoin 50K watch party. Here we go. Let's go. Let's pump it. Now, I do want to be able to see the other side of this chart, though, because this is the major resistances we're going to face, or is going to be what we were facing back here. It's just kind of how Bitcoin plays. It's kind of how it goes. So major high, but I mean on the weekly chart here, again, like I said too, just because we were broken out and what people would say was technically overbought doesn't mean we're not done running. Like, this is a strong move. This just means we broke out. Okay, we broke out, we retested, we're in there, and this thing, I said, it didn't have to get as high as this RSI for us to beat these prices again. So this now could be stacking a massive bearish divergence. If we don't break these resistances soon, chances are this is a big bearish divergence and we have a major chill out period before the halving, which to me could look like 42 again, and maybe even as low as the 61.8 fib again, which was 38.5. But I don't know. With the amount that these ETFs are accumulating, it's tough to say that they're gonna dump the price. Maybe everyone's gonna wait for something like that. Like, it's retested this year. I don't know if it's got to test that again. Mon frere. But here we got a short little fib action that we could try and trace off these previous candles. I think I'm gonna run with that. So what do we got for resistance first is going to be 49.6, which makes sense for our previous lines. Oh, there it is, 50K. Boom! The 50K watch party. Hey! There it goes, 50K. So 50,600 is next. Let's go. Bitcoin hits 50K. 50K.
50K. Bitcoin hits 50K. Now, are they going to dump it on our heads?
Are they going to dump it on our heads? We know they're coming for our Bitcoin. What do we do? $50,101. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. This was the 50K watch party that nobody came to. I do this for a very small number of people. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. probably just start pre-recording some updates for a bit, because when you mother suckers don't come in to BS with me, it doesn't give me a whole lot of reason to stay. You know what I mean? My trade's looking good. We entered our trade way down at 40K and lower. And we were stacking. DCA in, DCA out. And I'm glad I actually took some profits and got more in. So my entry's up, but I actually have more in than I did the other day. Man, 50,100. I mean, to me, it doesn't really show any signs of stopping. If we're hitting 50K, like, I feel like we're just going to continue to soak up some people's shorts and keep liquidating some shorts here. Keep liquidating some shorts. So what's this other fib we want to support? 49.5. So looking to stay over 49.5 today. Looking to stay over 49.5 and maybe get to 49.6 or 50,600 and higher. Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be nice? So $50,101, multi-year high for Bitcoin. So when was the last time we were up here? When was this? This was March of 2022. We were at, it came down from 48,000. It's big moves for Bitcoin. Big, beautiful moves for Bitcoin. This is what we like to see. So $49,500 we want for support. Looking at $50,600 as the next resistance. Pippity pumps. And I mean, we can go into the shorter time frames and see what's been going on in the daily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days of green cucumbers in the charts as we break away from the 78.6% fib of the 2022 bear trend, as we've been saying since November here, because why wouldn't we follow the S&P 500? We have been for years. Whether people want to believe that's true or not, we have done basically the same dance, same song and dance. Now, are we going to exceed our all-time high like the S&P 500? Now, I do believe there's a scenario, like I said, that we could see the all-time high before the halving, just based on speculation. Look what happened before the ETFs were launched. Everyone pumped it up there, right? And then this is the actual ETF money. So, shook everybody out, got everyone scared, and thought it was going to go back down to 33K or whatever. Clearly it didn't. And you know, there was a point where I thought 33K was possible because that was the 50% fib, and that's exactly what the S&P 500 did, was go down to its 50% fib. So there is a chance of that, because I believe that as long as we stay inside of this orange perforated line here, which is the major 10-year progressive trend, in my opinion, we can see here. So that's that orange perforated line before we get into the mess of the more recent stuff. This orange perforated line marks a 10-year progressive trend that we've stayed inside of. And I believe it will stay in there. And if it doesn't, I don't even know what to think about that. But so far, so good. So far, so good. And so far, so good with these previous resistances. Yep, everything is up. Absolutely. You must be feeling good about your bags, Stephanie. I know you DCA'd. I know you've been DCAing and doing the things, following along. So beautiful. Here we are again. So we got we hit 50K. We went back down, tested 49.8. Here we are, $50,026, $50,101 being the high. $50,600 is what I'm looking at the next resistance, and I would like to stay above $49,500. In these next fibs, we were able to ditch the last fibs. Ditch the last fibs. Ditch this resistance box, if I can even click on it. There we go. We're out of there. We're out of there. We spent 10 weeks in that zone, and here we are. Look at that, though. Perfect in those apexes. Oh, I deleted a line I didn't want to. Yeah, we can't get rid of that line. What's going on here? What's going on here? There we go. Look at that. So the monthly chart, bink, perfectly broke out, retested, just as it did with this green line. And now we hear climbing the fibs like a ladder. Climbing the fibs like a ladder. Can we stay on 50K? Major psychological resistance. People get hung up on these even numbers for some reason. So we'll see what happens. But as far as the monthly resistance goes, that was down here. I mean, we have some weekly resistance that we're fighting here. So, yeah. I don't know, man. It looks pretty good. Like I said, it's been bending mines for the last year. I don't think anybody expected to recover so quickly. I know that nobody expected the S&P 500 to recover this quickly because this is insane growth. So, you know, this just tells me that people want their money anywhere but the dollar. It doesn't matter what you've been buying over the last year as long as you were buying it. And some of these things have done amazing. The fight is on. Yo, Liberty and Trust. There we go. Now we got some people in. Now we got a couple people in saying hello. Hello. Yeah, here we go. So, and look at this. So now, and I try to tell people that it doesn't directly correlate, but it's funny how it happens. So, when the S&P first pumped to $4,800 back here, we pumped to 48K, and then we tanked. Okay, so and then this pulled back, and then it's pumped to $5,040. Let's go to the Bitcoin chart, which is 10x that. It's just $50,040. You know what I mean? I don't know. And I'm not going to say it's always doing that and following it like that, but it has been. And it can. And I've definitely made some good trades that way by correlating this with the S&P 500. And we're in some juicy trades this week. I know I've been sharing some stuff with Liberty 50K watch party. Yeah, thanks for coming in. Yeah, absolutely, man. We just broke 50K, so $50,100 at the time of filming this video. This is crazy to see. I don't know. Like I said, this is going to be a psychological resistance here. So maybe we pump to $50,800 here, and just possibly get over this this next Fibonacci here, where these candle closes are. Oh yeah. That's what I'm watching there as the resistance. So approximately $50,600, which makes sense because that's this kind of lines up. Same. Are you rich? He's rich now? Are you rich now? He's rich. He's quitting his job. He's walking out right now. I'm rich. Yeah. Where did we just... Oh, I thought it just pumped again. But yeah, it looks like it's going to keep going here. I mean, at worst, it's going to fall to the 78.6% fib that we've been tracing for over a year now. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Oh, I hate that. Let's get rid of this one for a sec. The 78.6% fib. So, maybe it retests this. So maybe this is just a pump, and we hit our resistance today. So maybe it's got a little more room to go, I'm sure. But probably hit the resistance and look to at least just test this and catch this as support. So if we want to keep those other fibs on and make a move of that, then $49,500 would be my first little breaking point, and then hope to hold the major fib of 78.6 at $48,600. Yeah. Just wait until the halving. And that's, I honestly believe that even in speculation, this is what I'm saying, that we have a chance of getting to these highs before the halving just based on speculation. The halving reward is going to be a major factor this year, especially if the miners, if they've been able to sell now and into this market. Maybe they sold a bunch. I know they sold some in here. So, if they've covered their costs, I don't know how much they're going to sell. If they know this thing is going up to 150 and higher eventually, they're only going to sell what they need to cover their costs. And it's not going to be the same as before. So it's going to be a real fight for Bitcoin. You don't want to sell. Selling Bitcoin is bad for your health, as it continues to prove to people. It's proven to me a few times. Yeah. Yeah. Man, I really wish I could hear my music playback. I don't understand why I can't. Do you guys hear it? Hopefully you hear it. I think you do. I think you do. I think you do. But what do you think? What do you think? We still got a lot of room to go on the greed index too, so it's not even that bad. 17% for the week. Green's all the way down. What else are we holding? DOT? What's DOT doing? It's been falling off the map. I'm bullish on DOT though, and I got some H-bar too. 13% for the week. That's beautiful. I'm bullish on DOT though. They keep working, and I feel like they'll be a sleeper this run. Where are they? They can't be that far down. There it is. Only 7% for the week. Schmer. ICP, another good one. Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash making moves? Trying to? Huh. Strange. LTC, slow mover, but actually 72.89. That's up again. That went down to 63 the other day. I think it was down there. So that's actually a nice move. Caspa with 45% this week. Holy shnikes. Music is good. See, why don't I get that anymore? I changed it. I got this new device. Oh, I think I was talking with a delay. Got this device thing so I could
Have some fun. But for some reason, I don't get my music back. But I do get music in Twitter Spaces.
This thing seems to work in Twitter Spaces, but I don't get the music playback here on YouTube, and I don't like that.
72.2. Yeah, you like LTC. I know you like your LTC as well. Yeah, but I mean outflow. So again, I think the Grayscale GBTC fund, they sold another maybe 3,000 Bitcoin this morning. Are we just pumping? Did it go to 240? Yeah, look at that. $50,200 now, 243. Just gonna keep going. It's just gonna keeping on. Crazy. It's crazy. It's good though. This is what we wanted. We were waiting for this. Nice voiceovers. Yeah, this thing's kind of neat. I got this so I could run audio back into Twitter Spaces for music and stuff like that. But I don't know. I think Twitter Spaces are just. I think it's just the audio parameters of Twitter Spaces. They're meant to kind of crunch and accentuate voice because it's meant for speech conference. So I don't know if I need this thing. It is neat though. It is neat. Bitcoin. Big pumps for Bitcoin. $50,223. Crazy. Yeah, so I mean, there was some escalation in the Israel situation, I think, which, I mean, everyone keeps saying it's going to have a major impact on the Bitcoin price, but it really hasn't yet. So Grayscale sells 120,000 Bitcoin, and Bitcoin goes back to $50,000. So what more do you need to know? They're scooping this stuff up, man, like hungry hippos here. Hungry hippos. Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know. This is what I think is going to hit this resistance here. I mean, it just makes sense, but I mean, I wonder if it's just going to keep on going, keep on keeping on. Like, where's the daily RSI at? Daily RSI is just breaking out and looking pretty good, but phew, just keeps running. He's a little chill. Capo getting wrecked, big time shorter on YouTube. What a guy. Who is shorting this market? Silly gooses. Silly gooses, that's who. Silly. Do. Jules, follow me at Jules. Biggs Audio. Yeah, I joined up with an NFT project called the Festies. It's pretty cool. They were trying to connect artists, Web3 artists, to get their music seen and more shared and things like that. So it's a collection of 5,000 NFTs that do represent a lot of people in the culture. There's normies, there's hippies, there's hip-hop people, there's reggae people, there's people. I don't know. There's 5,000 of these things. Artist is really good. It's good art. Yeah, it's pretty cool to be a part of. So we have a show on Mondays, we have a show on Wednesdays, and then one on Fridays as well. Deep Notes, just a place for people to come and share music, chat, hang out, and if it's a music-related project, they could show it there, I'm sure. But yeah, it's been pretty fun. Festies. Yeah, man. I don't know. This is good. 50K. So let's see if we hold that today. I think that's all I got. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for chiming in. Appreciate you. Do the things, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.